Okay, let's run this. Now this is, let's say, let's leave this enabled, and on this street we have Euro USD. No, let me just just Euro. Okay, let me start from the beginning. Euro, BBP, CHF. I just start with the European currencies, then USD, then CAD, then AUD, NZD, JPY. So quite easy to put into memory. These are the 8 currencies you trade in normally, basically, and these are the ones that form of the whole 28 currency pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now there's actually correlations within them. So Euro USD and CHF, Swiss franc, CHF. What's on it? Okay, CHF here. All right, let's call them twins and they live in the same house. And then let's call this guy AUD, NZD, and CAD. Let me say these guys are the twins and they have a brother which is CAD there, and their brother, and they actually live in the same house. What just happened? Okay, and they live in the same house. So, and then on now, what's the name? GBP was their brother, but he was disowned. I guess all these issues have been happening in Europe, the resolution, the Brexit, actually made him a little bit distance to them, so he was just disowned and he's living on his own in another apartment. So similarly, we have other people on the block. We have USD, and then you also have JPY. So the real guys you should be looking out for are these guys that have correlations. These guys and these guys and these guys. So it's quite a way of balancing out to say, okay, if USD CAD is going up, AUD CAD and NZD down, they should be coming down. And if AUD USD and NZD USD are going in the same direction, it's sort of like ups your trading system. Okay, if this one's going up, this one should be going up as well, and this one should be going up. But depending on which currency pair they are on. Like for instance, you are saying AUD CHF and NZD CHF and CAD CHF, CAD CHF, and they should be going all in the same direction. If one should be going up, the other should be going up. That's when the strength, when they are all three are showing the strength over their superiority over the Swiss franc. But if there's something like say AUD USD, NZD USD going up, and then USD CAD should be coming down. But they should, I mean, say we would take note, because not always consistent that this happens. But there are sometimes when you notice this can happen, it can help you balance out. Okay, okay, that means these gold currencies are the ones showing strength, or if it now says by USD is showing, USD is the one showing strength in all of the whole set and so like that. But right now it's quite easier for you to just balance up, since you have a lot more currencies to show a particular strength in then you have a much more balanced view of things if you can view the issue of correlations happening. So for instance, now I said the switch CHF and Euro AUD, Euro and CHF, they are both according twins. They're having a good correlation there. So let me just show you an example of. Okay, so we have let me just okay. coming down, and this one is also going up the same way. Though of course, out of the two of them, one of them is stronger. You can actually go ahead and check out Euro CHF. One of them definitely going to be stronger. It's been wobbling this way. Okay, today. All right, so I want to show you CAD CHF, and Euro CAD. Now, take a look at one coming all the way down, and this one going all the way up. Remember, we are still trying to move. Like over here, we are saying that the Canadian dollar is the one that's showing strength, because it's the base currency showing strength all the way up. Canadian dollar is the one showing strength all the way down. Yeah. So, and then over here it came down for the beginning of the day, for it now up, and then similarly this one went up for the beginning of the day, for it now came down. So so there are some particular currencies that actually have almost exact correlations. So those are the ones you then want to take good note of. So let me do something similar on let me say, let's try it on the New Zealand dollar too. That's Euro NZD and Euro NZD and NZD CHF. Yeah, NZD CHF. All right, put a blank profile. Quite faster using that way. So it went all the way up for the beginning of the day, now coming down. So this one should actually give you the reverse. Came all the way down and now going up. Can you see what I mean? So if you can get a training system, or a set of indicators that actually make up your training system, of course, that if it's saying, let's say, something on one, it doesn't say exactly the same thing on the other, it gives you a chance of, okay, good, I'll have a good chance of going ahead and then taking this trade. Let me choose one. Let's say, okay, Euro NZD. Let me use Euro AUD. Euro AUD. Good. No profile. Come right here. All right. So ready. So going up, coming down. Euro AUD. Euro NZD. Going up, coming down. So now over here, I want to actually bring out AUD NZD. And the question is, if both of them are going to show that volume of strength per se, each of them should actually go ahead with. So over here at the beginning of the day, but at the beginning of this time, the market was actually in favor of going up, coming down, then it's actually sluggish in this case. So you really can't see which of these two was strong. But later in the day, it was actually going up. So you actually had seen at the trading center actually would tell you that it's coming down, and this one was also coming down later. Which of them would have gone for? Based on this around this time, this is 5 o'clock, and this is between 5 and between 8. So between that 5 and 8, let's see. This is 5 o'clock. This 5 o'clock until towards 8 o'clock. So can I see that over here throughout this period, AUD NZD actually been showing strength. So if you're going to say Euro NZD and Euro AUD, they are coming down, each of them you go for the one that shows much more strength. We're able to pull the euro much more downwards. So we are seeing in this case now, the Australian dollar has been showing much more strength. It pays you more to enter Euro AUD for the sell compared to the Euro NZD. Now already before, we first analyzed that these two of them have shown us that okay, they're going to come out going this particular direction. But each of them will give us a better chance of more profits. So which is the one that is the one that actually move much more. Even at time when it happened, this one was a little bit slow before even making the move, and it made a move much more coming down this way. Let me show you and moving around 111 pips, whereby this one moved even it's supposed to even carry from here, but let's go to where from the ICE even went to over here. Compare this 78 to over 111, so you can see what I mean. So you can actually okay, so you use a currency that they are both associated with to see which one they will go for, and use the relationship between themselves to show which of the two of them should be chosen. Okay, let's see the case of okay, I mentioned Euro CHF earlier on. Okay, Euro CHF earlier on. Now over here, Euro CHF, Euro was strong here. This one on the 25th of June. Euro side being strong from here onwards. All right, let's look for Euro card and good card CHF and Euro card on that 25th. Okay, let's look at both of them moving, making a good move. All right, this one and this one. This on that 25th. Both of them didn't really make a particular good move. Okay, let's say right, this one coming here. Let me move to another date. This one coming down this way. Okay. Yeah, that's true. They have negative correlation. So what I was expecting something different. So this one was supposed to go. Someone said going up here. This one, sorry, going up here. This one said coming down here. Good. So now, which of them will add much more influence on the card? So card CHF. So card was weak. The other currency was supposed to be strong. The other currency was supposed to be strong. So which of them should we go for? Which of them would have been showing strength around this time of 11, 10, between 10, 11, 12, that range? That was before the outside really making a really good move. So 10, 11, 12. So Euro CHF around that 10, 11, 12. This is 10, 11, 12. Per se, on this region, I can't really say a particular one would have been a good candidate for it. But by the time this 13th candle, 13th hour candle at close, I'll be able to say, okay, it has really been making a move towards the euros being strong. So that's why the euro card would have been a very good trade to have entered compared to the card CHF. So the main thing is find a currency that the both card actually would touch a currency out of the remaining. They are all together 8. So if I talk about 2 of them, I talk about the remaining 6. Talk about able to find pairs for the remaining 6, and then compare themselves, 2 of them together, like in this euros and CHF, to see which of them is actually showing strength over the other. And that's the one we now use in that kind of setup. So I hope this I will give you a little bit insight into trading systems. Though this is not a full course time we can talk about trading systems in full, but at a later date, at a later time, you can really talk more about trading systems. Okay, now we'll be talking about trading systems, and there's one aspect of trading system I want to just mention. This is not majorly a trading system course, but I'll just show you one of the things that actually help your trading. So we have now by default you should know this, which is that USD CHF and Euro USD, they have a strong correlation, negative correlation actually, because when Euro USD is coming down this way, USD CHF is going up. They actually are like inverse of one another. That one going down there, and this one going up this way. So right now this one's just coming down, and this one's going up. Maybe because of the relationship of the Eurozone that they have with themselves there. Then GBP USD used to be like that, a long time ago, exactly like that. But because after the Brexit and all other major resolution, other major GBP impact news of those times, so GBP has sometimes just tried to just take a totally different direction for itself. So, but these two actually have always been like that. So I will explain that and showing the correlation more in an Excel sheet later on. And let me show you another example. Then NZD USD and AUD USD, you also have a good positive correlation. This one going this way, and this one going this way, coming down this way, and also coming down this way. And we will also have a negative correlation to the USD card. This one's going up, and then this one's coming down, like going up. So they actually have negative correlation to USD card. And the correlation is actually because I guess because of the gold association, these three have the card, the AUD, and the NZD. And let me just bring up another example. Bring out Euro card. give us more space to work with. EuroCAD, and I'm looking for CAD CHF. Yeah, good. So EuroCAD coming down this way, then going up this way, and then going up this way, coming down. So these are now one in the negative correlation with themselves because of the euro and the Swiss franc there. So now the concept of using the trading system, this correlation, is to let you know, okay, right, okay, this is going to happen based on this similar things happening on the other one, on its correlates. Let me put it that way. So now if I have a trading system that says the EuroCAD was going to come down here and the CAD CHF was going to go up here at the same time, so that I will be ready to take either of the two or even the two. But another thing I can also use to also know which of them I would want to take, it will be to actually bring up something about that actually links the two of them together, which is the Euro CHF in this case. So at this point where we're looking for which of them to go, should we go buy on the CAD CHF or should we go sell on the EuroCAD? Let's look at what Euro CHF have been doing at that region throughout that period. Okay, let's check the exact time. The time it happened, it was around around 1600 time. So it will go on to check out the 1600 time and that period, at that region. So just before then, the euro had actually been very, very strong compared to the Swiss franc. The euro has actually been showing much more strength. So you are going to talk about the EuroCAD here. So which of them will the CAD be able to pull more? You pull more one on the one that actually is weaker. So since the Swiss franc is the one that's weaker, so it's good to actually take the CAD CHF for the Byron. Another factor that actually can change this is the fact that these currencies have different trading range. Range. Let me put it that way. Yeah, for one from the other. So this analyze currencies here. So this will give us the average daily range for each of these currencies. So we have EuroCAD. Where are you? Somewhere. Yeah, so it has the average daily range of 92 pips, and then CAD CHF has an average daily range of 47 pips. Now remember earlier on we were trying to say which of them would you actually have gone for. Yes, the Euro CHF was actually going up this way, so meaning the Swiss franc was weaker, but it could have been a better trade to enter over here, meaning the CAD that easily pulled the Swiss franc higher this way. But you also note that this one has the higher daily range. CAD CHF has the higher daily range than the EuroCAD has the higher daily range than this one. So those two factors, the issue of the average daily range for each of these currency pairs, and then the trend of the movement of those correlates at that period will determine which of those two you would go for, or you go for the two of them depending on what your trading system says. But then is let your trading system say the same thing on both currencies at the same time, on both currency pairs at the same time. So okay, how to go about using this the contest, the million option contest which is the binary option contest we saw for InstaForex earlier on. We have to know which of the currencies, individual currencies, is having a good strength at any particular time. You can actually go ahead to now trade the ones that are close to it, or all the ones that are around. Let me show you something like is Euro GBP, which is going up, coming down, and then where are you? GPCHF is coming down, going up, which is the negative correlation. So if, for instance, now you want to trade the binary options contest, there are 11 of them in all. So over here, you could, if you actually got a good trade for a sell on this one and a good trade for buy on this one, now at this period, you could estimate, okay, GBP is actually strong on these two. At that period, you actually go ahead and trade Euro GBP going up, for a certain period of time on the binary options contest, and then GBP CHF coming down at that same time. You can actually go ahead and just trade all the GBP currencies at the same time. Let me check out GBP USD at that time also coming down, and then JPY also coming down. So at a good number of times when this kind of correlates happen, it actually happens across board on everywhere that currency is showing up. Okay, so so that's how you can go ahead and use it in trading the binary options contest, as I mentioned before. Okay, one other thing about correlates I would like to show you. For instance, now something happened yesterday where the GBP was just coming down all the way down. Now let me just show you something about it in this chart array. So GBP, now check. Okay, these are the major three bars: 1, 2, 3. That happened everywhere. All right. So now GBP AUD was coming down. It bounced off this trend line before going back up. That was the same time it bounced off on every. Let me use this ones. Okay, that's the same time it bounced off, but it was at the point when it bounced off this particular trend line that it went back up. Okay, let me show you another one. And then on GBP NZD, it reached this trend line, then bounced up. That was the same time it bounced up everywhere else again. That was the next second time it bounced up. And then lastly, you can see right now it's actually stopped on the trend line for GBP JPY. So that's one thing you have to take note, that these things actually talk to themselves in terms of like each of them, every one of them respecting the trend line of the other one. And then especially this three, 1, 2, 3 all together, these three actually are just, remember the correlation with gold that this NZD, the CAD, and then the AUD have with themselves. So they respect one another's trend lines. So it's actually a good thing to actually just put the trend lines on your charts, so you can get to know where each of them is actually going to have it's the possibility of actually going to be a reversal, at least even going to be a minor reversal, to at least okay, right, if I'm taking a buy trade, okay, let me stop at this plateau trend line. So if I feel like taking a reversal, a continuity, let it be after that's gotten to this trend line, and then I can continue that way. I can't really predict or tell you exactly what your trading system should be, but I just need to let you have those things in perspective, in view that yes, these things happen because of various reasons, not just anyhow. They happen because some things are happen somewhere else. Maybe you are not actually being focused or checking out. So actually, if my own trading system actually involves checking out a whole lot of currencies and at the same time. So that's why you see a lot of charts on my screen right here. So, but this one actually this one just purely for the Insta Forex contest. So, all right, let's continue with this. I think I really giving you more than enough information for now, even for something that is not really basically trading system, because you actually learned a lot, I'm sure. And next we'll be talking about funding strategies. This 16 and 32. I will explain it right now. Now this can only be done for a contest like the fighting or top 10 contest, which is just a matter of all these contests that are just go ahead and win and get the highest balance. So this is how you go about them. This is you entered a contest. Remember in all the brokerages, none of them allows you to, in demo contest, none of them allows you to have more than one account. So you can only have one account in a brokerage. So what you do in this case is to open 32 accounts, 32 or 16 accounts with or with different brokers. You open up to 32 forex contest brokers or 16 forex contest brokers, and then what you do is you go all in. So if let's say you are on 32, you definitely, for the first time you win, you go on buy on half of the 32, sell on half the 32. That'll be you're making a profit of 16 brokerages, a loss of 16 brokerages. That's really, if you really have the time, that's when you can do something like that. So at the same time, on the same currency pair, so at the end of the day, half of it wins, half of it loses. So you left with 16, and next you repeat that again. You have left with 8, and then 4, 2, and finally you have one more. Actually, I've never done this before, but I don't really have the time anyway. So, but this is a way for you to actually go all in and win. At the end of the day, you have doubled at each step. So at the end of the day, you have a account of you have a multiple of 32 times whatever it is that the account started with. If for a $10,000 account, you have $320,000 at the end of the day, just without really thinking. There's no thinking. But some brokers, actually, I've seen only just one, which is IronFX. I know IronFX does not allow you do something like this. So if you're going to add your 32s, please keep IronFX. They won't be happy if you do something like this. All right. So but it's also possible if other brokers see that it is because contest of contest is for you to show your best in terms of your quality, and then one way they can go ahead to get people to even discourage people from doing something like this is to go by the way of this forex live forex and best of the best contest, which is the one to actually evaluate it based on the lot sizes and the risk you use to win the contests. Under cashback forex, the contests mostly use that same method. The contests, all of them, mostly use this method of using dividing, evaluating your risk. Evaluating your risks. So something like this won't work on those kind of broker contests. But if other contests now other brokers are not happy with people using it, because if so many people use it, it really makes no sense at the end of the day, because everybody's just using the cheat mode or whatever. But if you now say it's part of their rules officially, don't use this, then you don't. You just skip that broker. But for now, it's still you can still do it for some brokerages, for most brokerages anyway. But if they say you shouldn't, then don't. And remember, it's quite easy. They don't think they can't really discover the method people should use, because they go through the process of verifying the winners. They check out how you trade. Sometimes I don't know if there's a way to interlink with if you're using more than one account. It's like something I've heard about twice in several places, that brokers can actually sense if you're using another Beta 4 platform. So, well, you didn't design the software. So the owners must have maybe put some things in their PCs. Well, no, in the software. Remember also that you can communicate from one Meta 4 platform to another Meta 4 platform. Hope you know that. And right now, all Meta 4 platforms are actually interconnected under the same roof. They all have the same the major directory where the time now exists. So it's possible for you to actually know if you have more than one Meta 4 platform. So, and so you just make sure your broker is not against using this kind of method. So that's why I give the method the name 1632, which is actually a funny strategy anyway. So apart from that, so it's actually legal for now. But when it comes to legal, please don't bother yourself. Or if it becomes something that most brokers are not doing, because or they are discouraging you by doing something like what this LifeX is doing by involving your risk in it. All right. So then you should forget about it. But for now, the way of going out. Special tools. I talked about